What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that sub button and hit that notification bell. Make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. With this video, we are jumping into Silver Surfer Rebirth, issue number 5. And this is going to be the last issue for this miniseries. So if you haven't been keeping up with it, be sure to check out the link in my description, as well as the top of this video. It's gonna get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on with Silver Surfer and Thanos. Throughout this story, what we have seen is Tyrant being able to steal the reality gem. He is trying to make the universe in his image. The only ones able to stop him, the Silver Surfer and Thanos. Be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are jumping right into the fray. Silver Surfer, Thanos versus Tyrant. Before Surfer and Thanos are even able to make a move, we see Tyrant use the reality gem. And using this gem, what we see is reality begin to shift. From goo to stone to abstract art, we are seeing Thanos and Silver Surfer begin to transform. And while this works temporarily, what we see is the Silver Surfer start to bring himself back together, resisting against the changes that the reality gem is causing. We see him form back into his regular self, and he lets Tyrant know that he wields the power cosmic. Surfer also letting him know that there is no reality, no universe where you will win this fight against me, as he goes to use the reality gem yet again. This is when Thanos taps him on the shoulder and punches him in the face. Tyrant yet again using the reality gem. We see everything go sideways. Reality is turned upside down while all of these titans battle one another, as Tyrant lets them know he is the creation of Galactus. A creation that Galactus himself had feared. Being banished for this, he now seeks the reality gem so he can make the universe in his image, so that Galactus is the slave and Tyrant is the master. The Silver Surfer charging in on his board as fast as he can go. We see Tyrant hit him with an energy blast, hitting him so strong it knocks him clean off his board. This is when the unexpected happened, because when Silver Surfer fell off that board continued moving, the reality gem dropping down to the ground because Tyrant has a surfboard right through his chest. Of course, this puts Surfer at pause. He had no intention of killing. In fact, this is the exact opposite of what he wanted done, even going as far as telling Thanos throughout this whole ordeal that we are not here to kill. And when he picks up the reality gem, the gem shows him a possibility where he has children, where he has his wife, where he has the perfect life. Everything that he could ever want. But he knows that this is not reality. He knows this is not how the universe is. Telling his wife that he loves her, he takes the gem out of his head and it brings him back to reality. As Thanos approaches, his only concern is getting the reality gem back. But before Silver Surfer decides to give this back to him, he uses it to resurrect Jack of Hearts. The truth is, Jack of Hearts was nothing more than a pawn of Tyrant. And it's going to be very interesting to see if these events tie into everything going on with She-Hulk. But as Silver Surfer brings Jack of Hearts back to life, this is where we see Thanos go over to the body of Tyrant and he begins to rip him in half. Fearing the possibility that Tyrant might come back, he wants to ensure that he is taken off the board completely, believing ripping him in half and throwing one half into space is going to do the trick. As he floats off into space, we see his eyes begin to glow red, though Thanos and Silver Surfer do not see this. And that is because the Mad Titan, he is trying to get the reality gem back from Silver Surfer. Not sure if this is really what he wants to do. Reluctantly, he hands over the reality gem. And so this all comes to an end. taking us to a little bit later on. We are picking up with the son of Mar-Vell. Vell and Silver Surfer are having a discussion. What he really wants to know from the Silver Surfer is, were you tempted? Were you tempted to keep the reality gem and change some things? Change the way that the world has become, that the universe has turned into. The truth is, Surfer was very tempted to do so, but he knows that that is not his power to wield, believing that no one should wield this kind of power, which begs the question, why did you give it back to Thanos? But like Captain Mar-Vell had learned, the truth is, Thanos, he may not be a hero. In fact, he is certainly no hero. But perhaps he is not the true villain everyone sees him to be. That the Mad Titan is a very unique individual. Returning to his seclusion, Silver Surfer does believe this is best for the entire universe. But now the son of Mar-Vell, he needs to find a new path. He needs to figure out where he is gonna go, hoping, praying that just maybe he can live up to his father's legacy. As for the Silver Surfer, he is gonna continue along the spaceways and answer any call for help. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. With this bringing an end to Ron Mars's Silver Surfer Rebirth miniseries, I have to say I have thoroughly enjoyed this story, mostly because of the artwork and how just absolutely amazing I think it is. All of the variant covers are also just knocking it out of the park. When it comes to the story itself, it doesn't really have tremendous amounts of depth. It's really just a fun issue bringing the Silver Surfer and Thanos together to go against Tyrant, someone that we really don't get to see that often. And so if you're looking for a story that is just visually beautiful, lots of punching, lots of Silver Surfer being the Silver Surfer, this is definitely a comic that you want to pick up. If you're looking for something more profound when it comes to the writing, this is probably not the comic for you. It will be interesting to see if these events somehow tie into everything going on with She-Hulk, with Tyrant still possibly being alive. Could he have somehow taken over Jack of Hearts yet again? Because Jack of Hearts in the She-Hulk line, he is arriving from deep space, from captivity, with little to no memory of anything that transpired. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting the super thanks button. You can donate any amount you would like, and any little bit helps us out. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you don't miss any of the awesome content that we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.